What it do, what it do, what it do. Welcome on in, man. And I don't know if y'all been following along or know what is going on in the sports media world between Gilly the Kid and Cam Newton. Well, let me catch you up. Well, Cam Newton made some remarks about Jalen Hurts. Gilly the Kid came in defense of Jalen Hurts and went after Cam. Cam came back at Gilly the Kid. And then Johnny Manziel, the money man, decided he wanted to jump in and take Cam's side and said that he will slap Gilly the Kid. You know Gilly the Kid and his antics. He wasn't going to take that lightly. So he went back at Johnny. Then here comes none other than the attention-seeking hunger Drake to Johnny Manziel defense. Whoo, I'm interested to see how this turned out. So we're going to go ahead and react to a video about Chicks Smooth. Make sure I say his name right. We're going to react to a video by Chicks Smooth. So I hope you guys like this content. Hope you like it enough to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell and run and tell a friend to join in. Hey, and that like button is free, and it helps out the channel, helps out the algorithm, and lets YouTube know that you like this content so I can produce more content for y'all. With that being said, let's get to it.
Hey, yo, what's mobbing? It's the greatest hustler alive, the king of West Philly. Right now, we in North, and I'm with Chicks Smooth. I know y'all know who Chicks Smooth is, man. Don't front on my boy, the biggest on YouTube, and he in the trenches. Winners respect winners. Support my boy. I don't know the jargon. Like, subscribe, all that shit.
Everything.
And don't
like, comment, share.
Like, comment, share, and don't snitch. Let's win. We the biggest.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Looks like we might just have a Drake versus Philly part 2 coming up. It looks like Johnny Manziel is officially tagging in his big brother Drake into his beef with Gilly. Now, over the weekend, Johnny was not too happy with Gilly clowning Cam Newton. You guys know Gilly and Cam Newton have been going back and forth with each other. They've been clowning each other's careers.
Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do. That was win a Super Bowl.
There will not be no playing with my name, with my career. This is all entertainment here.
Hey, shut your tight jean wearing ass up, man.
I know why you in your feelings, Gilly. Was it the album comment? Can you name me one Gilly the Kid album? Damn. Did you know his album was Philadelphia?
That kind of struck a nerve.
Where I'm from, Gilly, we stab and we twist. Wise words was told to me, they say, when you go low, I go to hell. So let's bring up your actual facts and your actual stats. When I'm looking at your rap career, Gilly did not chart any solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Philadelphia didn't do no numbers? Dang.
That's another thing too. I'm about tired of hearing this. Man lie, woman lie, numbers don't, man. Numbers will deceive you if you do not know how they are generated. All these people that be saying numbers don't lie, numbers don't lie, especially Drake fans. Because whenever the numbers don't fit their narrative of Drake being on top, they then say the numbers are being manipulated. That's why they say K-bots and bots and it's botting and it's this. But I thought numbers don't lie. If numbers don't lie, the numbers are the numbers. Regardless of how the numbers got there, those are the numbers. And that is what you're going to believe. That is why I am so tired of people going to numbers to try to defame somebody, bro. Because just because they have the numbers don't mean that they are a better person or a better player. Like, it's just like a person that got more money than another person. That doesn't mean that he's more of a moral person or more of a nicer person or more of a better person just because they have more money than a person. So anyway, let's keep going.
Member of major figures, bass rap group late 90s and early 2000s. You ain't never been great at nothing. The only great thing that Gilly does, he's a great mascot. Big hat, dancing around.
You just said that he was never great at nothing. Then just said that he's a great mascot. So either he's never great at nothing or he's great at something, and that's being a mascot. Maybe I'm being too picky. Y'all let me know. Drop down in that comment section. Am I being too picky? Let's go.
Yeah, getting them going. Mascot. Very questionable career. We can't relate on a lot of things, Gilly. And if it wasn't for Wallow, all credibility on $1 million worth of game will be really at question. Because he has a wisdom about him. Wallow, that is. I respect that. And I also respect Gilly. But respectfully, brother, we cannot relate. While you're dancing on the sideline, I was in the game. Please understand, when I said your name, most people didn't know who you were. They said, who, Gilly? Who is that? Man, you know the dude that be walking around with the big old hat? Oh, that dude. Man, don't take him serious. That's the narrative about you, guy. You can't beat me in nothing. And I mean nothing. That's basketball, that's football, that's baseball, that's rock, paper, scissors, that's chess, that's checkers.
And so far, it's been jokes. Nothing personal has been said on either side, so it never really felt like Gilly and Cam really had any smoke with each other. This was just trash talking between men. While Gilly was at his birthday party, he took a little bit more shots at Cam Newton.
Cam ain't never had one of these. Now I ain't going back and forth with you. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate you, Jalen.
Hey, that got it. I'm telling you, man. Cam walk around with this confidence and this bravado. But for those who don't know, Cam was an MVP that year. I think they were like 15-1. They were highly favored to win that Super Bowl. And Cam wet the bed. Cam wet the bed in that Super Bowl. Cam couldn't do nothing in that Super Bowl. Von Miller destroyed that offensive line and Cam Newton. So this got to strike hard because Cam Newton never made it back to a Super Bowl, and then he became a below average quarterback once he went to different systems and the injuries that he suffered. So for Gilly to throw this shot at him, it strikes a nerve. Believe that, especially when it's coming from somebody who never played the game at the type of a level in which Cam Newton played the game. That gotta strike a nerve. It's striking a nerve with Cam Newton. And Gilly is an antagonizes. He know how to antagonize people. That's one thing he is also great at.
Love you, Nick. Love you, Nick. Appreciate you, Jalen. Cam Newton never had one of these. I said Cam Newton never got one of these.
Which then prompted Johnny Manziel to crash out on Gilly. He told Gilly, yo, you may be the biggest fucking loser on the planet. Talking like you fucking done anything on the football field. If I see you, just know I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. Trust. I love $1 million.
Johnny? You see, I got to scratch my head on that one. Johnny? Really? I'm going to leave that alone.
Worth of game. But that's the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Can't wait for this response. Just set up the rough and rowdy and let's call it a day. Take Jalen's dick out your mouth for a couple minutes. Pretty sure he's already got a chick, Gilly. Now, Rough and Rowdy is an amateur boxing event that's hosted by Barstools. So not only is Johnny telling Gilly, yo, I will literally put hands on you both outside the ring and inside the ring. Now, to me personally, Johnny, you were out of line, brother. From what it looks like, you and Gilly do not know each other. You guys do not have a relationship with each other. So you coming out the blue to address him like this is crazy. Especially when the person he's actually making fun of and going back and forth with never took it this far. We never saw Cam tell Gilly, bro, I'm gonna put hands on you. So why do you think that you got the right to talk crazy to Gilly like this? Now, Gilly did respond back to him and it went just how you guys thought it would.
Come on, Johnny. Out of all the motherfuckers you can fuck with, Johnny, what the fuck would make you stop at me, man? Huh? What would make you stop at that bus stop and fuck with me, Johnny? I know what it was.
Look at it. Hey, Gil is top notch, man. Gilly the kid is top notch with the animation and the antics, man. I don't think that they really want, because I don't think Gil is taking any of this seriously. Even though he might talk with passion and the way he doing it, I don't think he's taking it that serious. It's a little bit of seriousness to it, but I don't think he's taking it that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know how to poke that bear, man. It's funny right here.
Exactly what it was. Ain't no secret. You had 8 ball of that shit, Johnny. I figured by now that shit would have wore off, right? Johnny, what the fuck would make you get up and just say, you gonna slap me? Out of all the motherfuckers on planet Earth, Johnny, you gonna slap me? Had to be this shit right here, Johnny. Because it ain't 1917 no more, Johnny. This is 2025. Fight back, Johnny. The fuck make you think you just gonna slap a nigga and then what you just gonna do? You just gonna walk off about your business, Johnny, and just ain't nothing gonna happen, Johnny. No, we gonna have to put on a betting app, Johnny, to over and under for how many fucking days you gonna lay in the hospital. And I'm taking 13 and a half days. I'm taking the fucking over, Johnny. Now let me tell you something, Johnny. I need you to check in the AA, Alcohol Anonymous, and I need you to check the fuck out of AAB, African American Business, Johnny. This shit ain't had nothing to do with you. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. You hear me? Now, Cam said what he said about jailing. I told Cam he did something you couldn't do in a Super Bowl, and then Cam, big, goofy, extra sensitive ass, started talking personal shit. So you and Cam could both sit y'all super goofy asses down some fucking where. Fucking cocaine Johnny and big fucking sensitive. You big sassy ass nigga, sit your dumb ass down somewhere. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. But I told you, neither one of y'all could fuck with jailing. And then you talk about, I'm the biggest loser. You ain't did nothing on the football field, neither did you, Johnny. You was in a fucking league for 2 weeks. They sent you to the fucking Australian Kangaroos. The fuck you, I think you did 2 years with the Lithuanian Bombers or some shit. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't did shit either. Get the fuck out of here, Johnny.
Now, usually, you don't really come at somebody that's been in the streets like Gilly unless you feel super comfortable and super safe with the people you got around you. Well, tonight, Johnny Manziel is showing us the muscle around him. That will be Drake and OVO. Tonight, Johnny posted Drake wearing this jacket with a very direct message that's written on the back. Well, go to hell about Johnny Manziel. AKA, if you fuck with Johnny Manziel, you're fucking with OVO. And we all know right now, Drake is strictly about his OVO guys that held him down. Drake recently bought brand new chains for everybody in OVO, which had these words written on the back. The Cold War is over, and it made us even colder. So it looks like Drake is definitely supporting his guy OVO Johnny Manziel in this beef against Gilly. Which then brings us to the very awkward part. Gilly fucks with Drake. Heavy. Last year when Drake was beefing with Kendrick, Gilly was actually one of the few media personalities that was supporting Drake. And according to Gilly, he claimed some of Drake's diss record were actually better than Kendrick's.
I just heard that Kendrick Lamar diss. I fuck with Kendrick, but that shit was going on the cob, man. You know what's crazy, man? The light skin is winning, man. 3-0, man. Fucking Drake up 2-0. Motherfucking Chris Brown up 1-0. I just take me back. I remember in the motherfucking late 80s, the motherfucking light skin, man, everything up to the late 80s. Then motherfucking Nino Brown pistol whip very light skin in motherfucking New Jack City. Then they had it bad, all the way up to motherfucking Steph Curry and Chris Brown and Klay Thompson and Drake. And now them lights doing what they want, man. Y'all even let Wallow light-skinned ass come home from jail after doing 7,300 fucking days and win. Light-skinned think they run the world, man. And they took that shit, man. That shit over with, man. That shit is over with. I ain't gonna lie. Kendrick came back. And then he came back again. I said, oh, he barbecued, baked, honey dipped, glazed, Old Bay seasoned the light skin. And then Drake just, it's over. The light skin one, man. That's over. It's over. It's over. Light skin one. Don't let these light skin niggas do anything. Any fucking thing out here.
So now if you're Gilly, you're in quite a pickle, buddy. You fuck with Drake, but Drake fucks with the nigga that you're beefing with even harder. Do you now cop a plea and say, you know what, Johnny, I ain't even messing with you right now? Or do you double down on Johnny and Drake because now these guys are clearly against you? Johnny, this is nasty, nasty work, my brother. How do you start a fight with somebody, they respond back to you, then you go and get your big brother to fight your battle? Nah, Johnny, you gotta come catch this fade on your own. You guys get in the comments below, what do you guys make of Johnny tagging in Drake and OVO and his beef with Gilly? And if you're Gilly right now, what's your next move? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man. Quick.
So what do y'all think about that, man? Hey, look, man. Now people start to see why people don't really rock with Drake or like that, right? But anyway, Gilly was doing all that bandstanding for Drake, knowing Drake was down and out in that battle, right? Now Drake chose Johnny over Gilly. But knowing Gilly, Gilly don't care. Gilly still is going, he'd go at Drake too. He'd go at Drake too. Gilly don't care, he gonna go at Drake too, right? I don't see him backing down. I don't see him copping deuces. I don't see him, but we gonna keep in tune and see what happens, man. But with that being said, I hope you guys like this content. Hope you like it enough to where you hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and you run and tell a friend to join in. And you can do that by hitting that share button and sharing to all your social media sites, including YouTube. And also, that like button is free. It's a free way to support, and it lets YouTube know you like this content. So if you can, run them likes up for me. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Y'all stay blessed and prayed up. I'm up out of here. Peace.